Wow, look at the state of that. As you have probably guessed, I had to say goodbye to my beautiful husband 2 days ago. The hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get through these days, weeks, months without him, but I know I have to. I need to remember that I've had nearly 20 years of fun and love, laughter, adventure. We really milked life for all it was worth. And somehow I've now got to do it alone. His brain was too damaged for any quality of life. So the decision was taken away from me, taken away from us. The main thing that I can tell you about Howie was right up until the last minute he gave, we donated his organs, which meant that once they turned off the machine, he had a 3-hour window to pass so that his organs could be taken from him. A specialist team from all around the country was at the Royal Berkshire Hospital, and it was surreal. He did it within half an hour, and I can't ever explain to anybody what immense pride I feel for my husband, because he saved 2 people's lives that night by dying. That's a really fucked up way to be, right? And every time I have a sadness, no, I am sad, I feel like I'm never going to smile again. I said to my daughter, I looked in the mirror and looked at my face, and she said, "You will, you've got Willow, Mum, and you've got a new baby coming." I said, "I know, but at the moment I just feel like that." I spent 2 nights drinking myself into oblivion, because I don't know how else to cope with being normal. I don't know how else to put one foot in front of the other at the moment, alone, without my soulmate, other than just get pissed. There's going to be so many things that happen and go through the motions, family shit. You know, yesterday, Howie's son, you guys probably know that I haven't spoken to Howie's son for a long time, but because of the situation, I called him, and he's been really good, actually. But yesterday, the first day back in my house, we had a drink. Susan was here, Howard's stepmother, and I didn't come to bed. I have come to bed last night, and I'm really pleased. Oh, pleased. See what I mean? I say a word, and I find myself checking it, going, why am I pleased? I'm not ever going to be fucking pleased again. But anyway, David decided to tell me yesterday that he'd been up to my bedroom. Anger doesn't even cut it. I felt violated. I told him I'm not backward in coming forward, and I said to him, what are you doing in my bedroom? And he said, I just wanted to talk to Dad. I said, go to his fucking armchair and talk to Dad. You don't go to my bedroom. I hadn't even been able to come up here. This was the last place that I saw my husband before he was taken off by paramedics. He knew at that point he'd overstepped a mark, and it's really, really sad that I guess he hasn't changed, and I guess his self-importance and not giving a shit about anybody else, because that was what the problem was between me and David always. It's not your house, Jan, it's my dad's. It's not this. I've been with him for 20 fucking years. Get over yourself, you know? So that's that bit ended. I did what I could. I allowed him in. He was there at the end, but he said, can I come again? I said, no, David. You've really overstepped the mark, and I need to park this feeling, because I can't allow anger to override my sadness. And then And then we've got Howard's sister in Australia, who is an alcoholic. I think she's recovering, but I don't know. She has troubles and problems, whatever. And last night I had a phone call from the hospital. So I'm 2 days into grieving, missing, dying myself. And the hospital where my husband called me to say that Tammy had asked for them to write a letter so she could get a special passport. I kind of can't process that. I'm angry about that. I'm angry about David. I'm angry about Tam. I'm pretty sure if I tripped over my scarf on the floor, I'm going to be angry about that too, because I'm trying to function the best that I can at the moment, and I don't need anything. I don't care either. I think my filter for giving a shit about anybody whatsoever has gone. I'm not quite sure if I will gain that back again. I hope I can have some compassion, but right now I don't give two shits about anybody. That's not true, but I hope you can see what I mean. I'm embarrassed that my sister-in-law did that and they had to phone me. I said to them, is it normal protocol? What? And they went, no. And I said, well, I'm sorry, but no. They said, because you're Howard's next of kin, we had to let you know that there was this phone call. And I said, well, just ignore it. I'm sorry. If you haven't got a passport and you can't get over here, you know, that's every eventuality. It's called tough shit, actually. And I don't see why I should have to help that. I'm trying to help myself. And that's not me being selfish. I've got a family around me. I couldn't have done any of this without Chelsea and Max, who have been just such a power of strength, and I know they will be going forward from this. Yeah, I'm numb, I'm sad, I'm all of the above, I think. But I thought I would check in. I know you guys have been there. I know you guys have been praying and willing everything to go well. And I'm sorry to tell you that it hasn't. And I will keep checking in and letting you know on my progress and how I can... Throughout all of this, by the way, one of my best friends, which I talk about an awful lot, Claire from Claire, me and Dawn, the three of us. Claire gave birth to a baby yesterday, a beautiful little girl. She doesn't have a name, but she's very early. She was 23 weeks and 4 days into her gestation, and she was born tiny. She's 1 pound 4 ounces. Claire is okay, but trying to process all of this. So every second that my heart is breaking about my husband, I then jump and think about poor Claire and Tony and their tiny, weeny little baby that is fighting for life. And I'd like to ask you guys to do the same as you did for my husband and pray for her. Pray for that little baby bulldog, that she can pull through, because her mummy and daddy need her. Tough times, people, tough times. It's almost like, what the fuck? Yeah, all of a sudden. And yeah, Dawn came to see me yesterday. I am so grateful. Dawn and Jack, we had some time together, and it meant an awful lot to be able to just talk and get things off my chest. I've been in a bit of a bubble, I guess. And I had 3 of the most beautiful bouquets of flowers delivered, all from you girls within the community. And I didn't expect that. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect that. And it means so much to me just to know that people are thinking of me. And the flowers are beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and I'm very, very grateful. Thank you, girls. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for your well wishes. Thank you for, you know, willing this whole situation to go away. Now let's put our power of prayer, if you like. God, I sound like I'm a Bible basher. Now let's put it into willing our baby bulldog well. Okay, guys, I'll check in again soon. Bye.